Well, hello to the Joe Driver. And today we are not in a sim rig. We are on the road for a different joy driving adventure. We're starting from Inverness, and the target is to go all the way to Ullapool, because today on the Scottish road, day is beautiful. And what better than feed yourself probably the best fish in a whole known universe. Let's see how it goes. Right now, getting through the Kessock Bridge, and we're heading northwest. Oh yeah. Well, as you can probably see, on A9, spring is in full bloom. For the reference, I'm recording that on the 29th of April. Beautiful cherry blossoms, flowers galore, left, right and center. Oof, classic. Red block, what a beauty. The main reason this video is a little bit of a different kind of story is just to show the difference and similarities. What can you get from the sim racing into real life, and what real life can give you into the sim racing? You know, they are both sides of the same coin. Main distinction is sim racing is mostly on track, real life is mostly on the public road. Look at those bloody bloom! Oh, I was so upset last year. I got this car and I missed spring. I was just marginally off, and now I can finally experience that, and oh boy is this beautiful. But that's just a preface to it. What is happening next? Because road to Ullapool, in my opinion, one of the best. Ooh, ramp ahead. Yeah, that's why it was. Whew. Beneficial to change the gear. Yeah, new surface. Beautiful. And now we're getting into the first glimpse of view. There we go, the biggie mountain in the background is a Inverness, slightly over 1,000 meters above sea level, very prominent, visible from Inverness all day long. Here we go. I actually like a lot the idea that on the Scottish roads outside the city the speed limit is 60 miles an hour on 97 kilometers per hour. Call it 100. It's a good number. This We Unscripted episode is part of a much bigger challenge I have standing in front of me. Because this car, which I will not reveal yet, stay sharp, young Padawan. This car is about to do quite a big of an adventure. I'm talking 3,000 miles of road. And I think it can do it. I think it easily can do it. Another roundabout, another change of scenery. That's how it works here. It's like every mile is different. It's like no monotonous theme to the trip. Let's rev it up. 4,000. 4.5. Change gear. And keep it in fifth. One of my favorite bits is between here and behind Garve. Now we're getting into a proper Scottish road. But brake, gear down, and taking those corners with ease. Lots of lovely acceleration in the seat. Just keeping it like 50, quite high on the revs. If it's flat, go with fifth gear. That's fine. Oh, it's such a beautiful road. Tiredness can kill. Take a break. I slept a lot today. No need. So the funny thing is, like, sim racing versus driving on the road, you can pick a lot of good habits, but fundamentally you will pick a lot of bad, because cars in a sim racing are quite overpowered. Woo, roller coaster. And over here, you need to be smooth. No jerky motions, no flooring it, no fast twist of a steering wheel. You need to be sound on the inputs. Sim racing can really tweak your brain to think that faster is better, but it takes with time. And I was doing silly mistakes for the first 2 months when I was driving on my own. Thankfully, I had a great instructor, so every single time I made those mistakes, I heard his voice in my head, because he repeated it so many times to me that it actually worked. It actually made me more aware of a situation on the road. And now the space is opening. We are approaching Gar. Oh, we have train! Woohoo! Uh-huh. Horrible impression. It's gonna be really, really nice road around. But now, let's slow it down. Speed limit will be 40 very soon. Drop a gear and relax. Let's go. Well, be prepared. Another shift of scenery. Oh, sheeps. It's the worst sheep impression ever. Right. Well, and believe or not, today is probably so far the hottest day of the year in Scotland. And instead of being absolutely traffic jammed, look at this road. Nobody ahead of us for miles. How is this possible? Believe or not, behind us also nothing. Now the trees being replaced by rocks, and lots of them. Let's count the rocks. 1 rock, 2 rock, 3 rock, 4 rock. By the way, you're not gonna believe who are we trailing in this big convoy. It's a fucking Fiat 500 driven by a granny. Unbelievable. At least we are going slow. We can absorb the scenery. But yeah, same land. 10 minutes later, no woods, just mountains and alpine scenery, almost like. Plenty of rocks, many of them post-glacial. If only the granny would be a little bit faster. Oh, look at that. Into the light. Yeah. Now we're getting somewhere. No, we don't, because the granny decided the slow means you go half a speed. Yeah. Actually, she does. Oh. Yes, we can do it. We can do it. Effort. I don't need. Well, the granny was very smart. The granny decided to stop the car and let the people out. Chapeau to granny. Yay, there is a stopping point. We can't park there. Fantastic. So the thing you see right there is called Glaskarnik Dam. BEA usable. Big construction, big reservoir of water as well. Right there. Oh, someone has been doing a lovely campfire. Yes, these are legal. These are legal in UK on coasts. You can burn any wood you find out there. Washed ashore. Oh, take a look at that. Takes me every time. That's a cool view on a road going down to the dam and the small apartments. Sheer cliff, certain death. Let's take a breather and continue our journey. Okay. Now we're getting into one of my favorite bits of the road to Ullapool. Absolutely open landscape, twisty but not too much. You can make it at the speed limit. It's such a flow state on that road, especially if you're not as unlucky as those guys and you actually have empty bit of a road in front of you. This is an experience. Look at those mountains. Everything was forested just a few miles back, and now a few specks of trees here and there, and soon enough there will be none for miles, just mountains and rocks. I don't know if there is any place on earth where the scenery can change so dramatically, so fast. It's absolutely my number one spot on a short road trip, and it's only 45 miles one way. Less than 100 miles total. If you are fancy to go a little bit further, bumpsy, a little bit of a crest. Yeah, sure. It will total up to 110, 120 miles. Oh, every single time I see the scenery, it takes my breath away. Oh, new tarmac. This is nice and cresty bit. You'll see. Whoop. Not recommended if you just finish your meal in Ullapool to go 16 here. But before, absolutely lovely. There we go. Beware of deers. Or moose. Is that moose or deer? Probably both. Yeah, look at this. Wow. No, honestly, I've been here numerous times. Over and over and over again. Never gets old. So why are we on it? You know, what is my game in this one? So, in terms of sim, I like it to be quite similar in experience to variety of challenges you can find in a sim racing. However, I don't want to go to the extreme. I will tell you why. I probably will never get the CRP pedals. I just don't feel like it. I know I can build a more sturdy base for it, better chair, but now I'm focused on comfort and enjoyment. If my steering wheel will have 20 Newton meters of output, I will be scared. Will I gonna break my thumb sooner or later? Cell-loaded pedals, well, my knee's gonna hurt after a couple of years, and I'm already 35. You know, I lost my chance to become a sim racer, like a pro. Yes, I lost my chance to become a racing driver. I'm talking pro, yes, but I never lost a chance to enjoy driving, day in, day out. And that's the main shtick. That's the main goal. Now, look at this. We have another shift in scenery. No more bold mountains. Now we're having woods again. Oh, that's a Douglas fir. Because we're approaching Ullapool rapidly, consistently. What else can I say? You know, I never thought I'm gonna be able to do any meaningful content on YouTube, and I'm not. There was plenty like me before and after. You know, all I want to do is just to share a little bit of my life as I enjoy it. Let's back to the driving part, as that was unnecessary tangent. In terms of feedback, well, my car, which I will reveal later on, when it actually either completes or fails the ground tour of my choice. The thing is, the feedback compared to the sim racing on the modern just regular hatchback car is minuscule. The amount of force compared to this, even a Mozart R5 I have right now, is a half. It's closer to the G29 without the cogs, if you know what I mean. It's talkative. I can feel the surface under the steering wheel, not as vibrantly as the sim rig can do, and that's where the sim rig is probably over exaggerating a little bit the experience. But most importantly, you can feel the speed in a corner, especially with your all of your body. The G-forces are unreplicatable on the sim rig. Like if I take a turn, I feel a slight shift in acceleration to the right. This combined with the force in a wheel, a feeling you have at your bum. I don't think ever a sim rig will be capable of replicating that, unless something can be implanted to your brain and just shove you in like in a Matrix. I'm in. But you know, other than that, no chance. Even the best VR headset will not convey this level of details. There is no such a thing like a developer who would spend so much time or even auto-generate a scenery so complex as you can see right in front of your eyes. You know, FPS is up to the roof in a car. Like, you know, and the natural things like occasional bird turd on your window. You know, the urge for a first time when you try to wipe it with your wipers and make things even worse. This isn't happening in a sim racing. It was never will be. People will be anxious about that. What I do, I just stop and I clean my windshield and that's fine. Anyway, again, more color, more vibrancy, and it's a big. I think it's a firth we're having on the on our left, because that's directly connected to the Atlantic. Get rid of these noises. Oh, look at this. Sheer cliff. All in yellow. Orange? Papaya? Name the color, please, in the comment section below. Whoa, fancy Ford. I know that's a bit to slow down. Reduce the gear. Oh. Next input will be from the Ullapool itself. Whee! It's me, Mario. Welcome to the Ullapool. Have a look around. Anything that smells like fish over here can be found. We've got mountains of fishes. Some better, some worse. If none of it's of interest to you, you'd be there first. Okay, my favorite place. And it's not a paid promotion, okay? F off. It's Seafood Shack. Probably the best fish you can get. Oh, ambulance over here. I wonder why. Oh, yeah, we can fit a little bit, a little bit, a little bit. Done. Look at this rap. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. And if you haven't yet, well, new episode will be dropped every week, so in order to not miss that, I would recommend subscribing. It doesn't cost anything. And if you like it, why not to show me that I'm doing a good job. And if you last so long, and if you still don't have enough, here comes entire time lapse of the way back to Inverness. Thank you again. I'm Jude Driver. You drive safe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye now.